When you're lost, broken, and fearful, and down, where do you go? Who do you search for? It is always darkest before the dawn. The light is coming. Are you patient enough to wait for it? Or do you remain lost and confused in waiting to be rescued? Nothing ever comes from living within self-victimization. Nothing. Always empower yourself. Always speak from a position of strength and power, regardless of how far you've fallen. Listen, in August 2017, I was diagnosed with stage 4 terminal cancer, brain, liver, and lung. To make matters worse, I developed pneumonia, had a collapsed lung, and 2 blood clots within both legs, and 50 pounds underweight. One doctor told me early on, Mr. Fowler, I'm not going to give you much time to live. I guess she didn't realize who she was speaking to. A man who has always redefined the word redemption, as well as understanding the power of manifestation. Moreover, understanding the strength and power of God. Though she kept milking my insurance with overpriced cancer treatments that were not designed to cure anything, would have led to my death, as it did for my mother. My mother left me 5 years ago. She was in stage 4 terminal cancer of the liver. Obviously, she was looking up to and believing in the wrong people who did not have her best interests at hand. They must have milked her insurance over $500,000. Shameful. And that's why she left the earth. This medical industry in this country, seeming to put profit above a patient's life and well-being, I consider this to be disgraceful, despicable, and even criminal on so many levels. This outline of this medical industry left me with one choice out of 2, to either believe in what doctors believe was my future, or for me to believe in what I was capable of doing for myself. So I got my mind right. I began eating right. I got my spirit right. I got my body right. I got my natural cancer treatment cure right. Soon to follow, I became right. I became whole. I became strong. Then I became cancer free. A day I will never ever forget. It was a day of pure redemption, because it was right in front of the oncologist, the cancer doctor. For the first time, he turned to me and said, Mr. Fowler, your blood test is perfect. My first response was to jump up and say, in your face, doc, in your face. But I didn't do that. I kept it classy. I said, thank you. And I was more within the mode of thanking God for giving me another chapter to live, along with my mother. I know she was a guardian angel guiding me to not make the same mistakes she did. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Never, ever allow anyone's negative belief of who you are or what you're trying to overcome to become your reality. Your reality is yours to create, always and forever. If you are in an illness situation of any kind, or some crisis situation of any kind, get all you need from within. There is nothing within this life that can break, beat, or defeat you. Believe this truth. Believe this truth. I don't care if darkness has come over you with his hands around your neck trying to choke the life out of you. As long as you have a breath to breathe and trying to overcome difficulties, you still have life. Continue to fight. Continue to fight. Never ever give up on yourself. More importantly, never give up on God. If you keep fighting, he will never give up on you. I am still standing on this day, on this earth, as proof. Strong, healthy, and cancer-free. As a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it may be difficult to watch from beginning to end, as in my case, when I arrived at the hospital. From where I was to what I have become, changing one form into another, eventually it releases something greater than it was created to be, which is me. Continue to rise.